Hello everyone, this is Mr. Janky again, and welcome back to Primary Coding Challenge number 3. Today we're going to learn about debugging. Debugging is when someone has written a program and they've coded it and they've made mistakes so the code does not work. Debugging is when someone comes back in and fixes the mistakes. So what's going to happen today is I'm going to have some code that I've written for you, and your job is going to be to correct my mistakes. So first of all, we are in the Scratch Junior environment once again. And just a reminder, up here is where Scratchy is and the ball. This is called our stage. And whenever we scratch, this is where things actually happen. And you can see here on stage number 1, and we know it's stage number 1 because up here at the top, I've got a number 1 on this stage. It's my first stage. It's the first part that I have coded. So in this example, I have actually created a situation where the code actually works. I haven't made any mistakes. So what's going to happen here in this event is that Scratchy is going to be coded to walk across my stage. And as you can see down at the bottom in his code, there's a green flag, and then he's going to move ahead 13 steps, essentially 13 spaces. And it's going to start when I click on the green flag up here at the top. So while I have him starting with the green flag, I also have another piece of code over here. And if you look at this right here, this is a command code that I don't think we've used before. This is when one sprite runs into or makes contact, hits another sprite. That's going to start this bit of code over here. So in this case, my first sprite is Scratchy the cat. My second sprite is the ball. So as Scratchy moves across my stage, when they bump into each other, Scratchy is now going to flip. He's going to fall down. He's going to say, ouch. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run my code and let's see how it works. So as you can see, Scratchy moved across the stage. I'm going to set him back again. And as he moved across, once he hit the ball, he actually starts to flip over a little bit. He falls down and he says, ouch. Let's watch that just one more time. Moves across the stage, hits the ball. Notice he turns and starts to fall onto his face. So that's exactly what I wanted to happen in this example. So the code there absolutely worked. My second stage, though, actually has a problem. So what I wanted this to be is I want this to be a tornado at the beach. And as the tornado moves across the beach, I want it to move super fast because it's tornado. Tornadoes move fast. So this is what I've coded. You can see down here at the bottom. I'm not going to tell you what the code is, but I'm going to run the code for you. So as I click on the flag at the top, now remember, my goal is to have the tornado moving fast at the beach. So if I take a look at that, clearly I was not successful with that code. Your job is to now take the code that I've given you down here at the bottom, change it, or make any other changes you need to have the tornado move quickly across the stage and back at the beach. My third stage is I've got a wizard and a bat. And in this situation, the bat is going to fly at the wizard, the bat is going to bite the wizard, and then the bat is going to say bite. So I'm going to run my code. So the goal is to have the wizard get bit by the bat and the bat to say bite when he bites him. So clearly that doesn't happen. So you need to make changes to the code down at the bottom to make that happen to the blocks. And my fourth example is I've got Tack. And Tack is here on my stage. I want her to dance across the stage. I want her to dance back across the stage. She's going to go to one side and then to the other. I want her to dance back toward the middle of the stage. Then I want her to jump twice. And then she's going to say, that was fun. And when she says it, it's not going to be a speech bubble. It's actually going to be a voice. It's a recorded voice, and in this case, it's mine. So here we go. I'm going to run it. Uh-oh, I pressed my green flag. It did not work. Notice that? I'm going to press it again. It did not work. Why? Come down to the bottom. The command, so the way to start my code, I changed it up on you. I wonder if you saw that. It's not a green flag. In this case, if you look at the picture, you have to touch your sprite. So I'm going to bring my finger up and I'm going to touch tack right here on the stage. That was fun. So in this example, tack is supposed to move across the stage, jump twice, and then say, that was fun. It didn't work. Tack didn't quite do that. So let's see if you can figure out how to change the code to fix that mistake. So you now have 3 examples. The tornado, which remember, is supposed to be at a beach and moving fast. We have the second example where there's a bat that's supposed to come over and bite the wizard and say bite with a speech bubble. And then last we have Tack, who's dancing across the stage, who's supposed to come back to the middle of the stage, jump up and down twice, and then say, that was fun. So your job is to fix all 3 of those stages, or all 3 of those pages. Now you might be wondering, how am I going to do that? I don't have that code, Mr. Janke. Well, with this video, either below it or beside it, there's going to be a link. And if the students have their iPads and they go to our coding website, when you click on that link, it's going to give you the option to open up this file in Scratch Junior. And when you do that on your iPad, it will open up and you will have all of these sprites together. You will have each of these 4 stages. It will also include the code at the bottom, so you can work with the exact same code that I've developed. Just remember that when you download it, make sure, I'm going to go back to the first slide for a moment. Notice Scratchy's at the end here. When you download it, Scratchy should be over here at the beginning, and it should be good and ready to go. If for some reason it's not, try hitting your arrow up at the top to reset. Notice if I want to run these, I have to go back and reset each of them because I actually, and see where the bat is, I ran it. To make it go back, I click on the arrow at the top and it resets my bat. If I come down to the last one, it'll reset. And you shouldn't need to do that, but if for some reason when you download it, they're not in the right spot, try that first. After you've done that, after you've fixed my mistakes, what I want you to try to do is to make some code of your own. Make sure it works, code it with some characters, make it fun, break it on purpose, and then give it to a friend. Give it to someone in your class and get them to try to fix your broken code. That's Primary Coding Challenge number 3. I hope you have some fun with it, and I look forward to sharing more with you later. Bye for now.